You're going to need a few tools to be successful in your online degree. Some of them are obvious, like a computer and an internet connection, but others are not as straightforward. In this video, I'll go over all the tools that I've used when completing my online degrees, and I'll explain why. So let's start. Computer. When I started my online degree, I purchased a really nice laptop from Costco. I ended up using my desktop almost exclusively. The main reason is that I found both the keyboard and screen on the laptop too limiting when I needed to read materials or write papers. I kept on going back to my full-size keyboard and my really nice big monitor. The other reason, at least for me, was that I prefer studying at my desk most of the time. So the power of mobility that a laptop provides was never used. Therefore, I recommend you purchase a desktop and skip on the laptop. Desktops are way more affordable. You can get an extremely nice one for $500. That much money is not going to get you a really nice laptop. If you insist on getting a laptop, I recommend that you get at least a 15-inch screen with a full-sized keyboard. Trust me, when you have to read as much material online as you will be required, you will be grateful for the extra screen space. Notebooks. Even though this is an online degree, I still highly recommend that you also purchase good old-fashioned notebooks. Research has shown that writing things down on paper enhances both your understanding of the material and how much of it you remember. I would use one notebook per subject just for clarity. However, to be honest, I never completely used a full notebook for any class, so you might be able to use the same notebook for several courses. A printer and binders. Yes, I know that no one prints anymore. However, you'll thank me for it when you need to study for your exams. I find that no matter how much time I spend in front of digital screens, and trust me, I spend a lot of time, there is no substitution to being able to print out materials on paper and put them into a binder. It makes it so much easier to take notes, mark areas, and honestly, even simply reading it. Printers are extremely cheap nowadays, and even ink is very affordable, especially if you buy the kind that you can refill, which you can get on Amazon or even at places like Costco. A timer. A timer will help you set up a structured studying time. It's been shown that using a 25 to 45 minute studying session and then a 15-minute break is the most optimal way to study. You can learn more about this by researching the term Pomodoro. Another great benefit of having a simple old-fashioned timer and not using the one on your phone is that you're not going to be tempted to check social networking when you should be studying. Keep that phone away, it's a distractor. I got my timer from IKEA and it cost me less than $5, totally worth it. Headphones. Headphones are going to be a must for anyone studying online. Not only for listening to lectures or music, but simply to reduce the levels of noise. I don't like studying with music, and so sometimes I just use earmuffs, and I get those at Harbor Freights for $3. Regardless of the type of headphones you prefer, which I obviously like the over-the-ears kind, you must make sure that they're comfortable to wear for long periods of time. Lamp. It might sound obvious to you, but a good lamp can make a huge difference for you. Spending hours in front of a screen will tire your eyes. A good lamp will provide better light and make it easier for you to read online. I got mine at Costco for $30 and I use it every day right next to my monitor. Whiteboard. This is more of a nice to have, but they're so cheap I see no reason why you shouldn't get one. A whiteboard is great for making study plan, for scheduling, and for making notes. You can even use it for inspirational quotes to motivate you. I used mine all the time during my degrees, and it was great to have this in-your-face reminder of what I need to do. Compare that with all the digital to-do list apps that I have on my phone, which I always ignore. study area. The last thing you need, but the most important one, is a good studying area. Research has shown that where you study has a direct and significant impact on how well you study. I'm sure you understand it, that this is intuitive and it makes sense. So why is it that so many online students study at the least productive places? Places like a coffee shop, in front of the TV, or at the kitchen table when everyone around is making noise. You need to decide right now where you're going to study. Don't just say, I'll figure this thing out later. That is a huge mistake. Take the time to decide and prepare your dedicated studying area and let the relevant people in your house know about it. If you ever read comments from online students on places like Reddit, you'll see many of them complain about the fact that they don't have a quiet, productive place to study. Don't be one of those.